Tim Pancakes.
Hello everybody, Tim Pancakes here with Karen the Bestie.
Hello!
And in today's video, we thought we'd take a little bit of a departure from The Sims and from King's Quest. For a little while, we've had the Ravenclaw versus Hufflepuff series, where we've shared our differing opinions on whatever we're talking about, but we thought it'd be interesting to do an actual Harry Potter video.
Yes, so a real true Ravenclaw versus Hufflepuff. We're going to do one of the quizzes from the Wizarding World.
Right, which I'm sure I will call Pottermore at least 7 times in this video, so forgive me in advance.
The fact that I just didn't call it Pottermore is a miracle.
Before we dive into that, though, we do want to just touch on the tone of the franchise right now, because She Who Must Not Be Named has definitely made some disparaging comments that we're not going to share or repeat because we don't spread hate on this channel. But we kind of feel some kind of way about continuing to love Harry Potter and the stories and the lessons while its creator is not being very inclusive.
Right, because the Wizarding World and the Harry Potter world is all about, you know, loving everyone and accepting everyone and just like this amazing heartfelt community, which I'm sure if you're watching this, you know exactly what we're talking about, and what has been said is the exact opposite of that.
And to reconcile those feelings, there's a quote I wanted to share, which helps give me perspective. It is by John Green, another author, and this is the way he feels about his characters, his stories, his books. He says, "They belong to their readers now, which is a great thing because the books are more powerful in the hands of my readers than they could ever be in my hands." And I just love that. I feel like once an author or a writer finishes their work and puts it out into the world, it's ours to like adopt and run with, right?
I first was introduced to Harry Potter by my grandparents when they brought me the first 3 books for Christmas when I was 11. And so for me, like reading these books, I was always their same age. And so, you know, this has been in my life for as long as The Sims, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's something that I hold very near and dear to my heart. And I definitely don't approve of what She Who Must Not Be Named said. And, you know, I don't think that's not what this channel is about. We are supportive of every single person. I mean, I often go by the quote, as long as you're not hurting yourself or others, just you do you, you know. So if you know, don't feel loved right now, just know that we love you, we care about you, and you matter.
Absolutely. We also just wanted to mention that this series is inspired by the Super Carlin brothers because we are huge fans of them, and they have a series on their channel. If you aren't familiar with them, they cover a lot of different fandoms: Harry Potter, Marvel, Pixar. Those are the biggies. Star Wars, like they are just my best friends, even though they don't know who I am.
They also have a ton of videos where they're doing these same quizzes. Or the quizzes from Pottermore.
So anyway, this is inspired by them. We are not trying to copy them or anything like that. We're just having fun and celebrating the same fandom. And anyway, we just
and so if you like this video, go check out the Super Carlin brothers because there's a ton more. And
absolutely,
really
and they're way better than ours.
They are.
All right, here we go.
What is the difference between Monk's Hood and Wolfsbane?
Man. I'm gonna keep score.
Yep.
Well, we're starting off strong, I see. I got it wrong. I guessed one grows in winter. I had no idea. I just threw a spaghetti at the wall to see what would stick.
Do you know what that one's from?
What's that?
I believe, and I'm sure people will tell me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's from the very first potions class.
Oh,
when Harry's taking notes and Snape was all Snapey. I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
And you have a bit of an advantage because you're listening to the books right now, right?
Well, I listened to 3 and 4. So I listened to Prisoner of Azkaban, and I just finished the Goblet of Fire, and I'm at the very beginning of the Order of the Phoenix. but I haven't listened to the Philosopher's Stone and Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah, I have not read them for 2 years at least. So honestly, it's probably been, about 2, maybe 3 years. So we'll see how it
Well,
goes.
I highly recommend listening to them, specifically the Stephen Fry versions.
Okay.
How many owls does Hermione have? Ooh. Oh.
I guess that I got it right.
Oh, nice. I was going between 10 and 11, and I went with 11, and
All right.
I chose poorly. Whose wand conjured the dark mark during the Quidditch World Cup? This is where I have the advantage.
Yeah, you literally just listened to this. Okay. I'm pretty sure I remember. Yeah, I got it right.
I was gonna say it's confusing if you don't remember, if you remember who conjured it.
That's exactly what it was. I was like, I know who it was. Wait a minute.
Well, in these quizzes, we should let everyone know that these quizzes are book-based, not movie-based.
Right.
What does the spell pesky pixie pesternomi do? Oh, Jesus.
Huh.
I was right.
I was not. I was like, it freezes them? Because I think that's what they did probably in the movie. That's probably not the right spell for it.
No, that's what they did. And in the book they freeze them as well, I'm pretty sure. But that spell is what what's his face says.
Oh.
It's ironic that I can't remember his name.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
But that's he goes like that, and it's like it does nothing. How many Horcruxes did Voldemort intentionally make? Oh, okay. I got it wrong.
Okay, I'm going to really be thoughtful about this. Let's see, we've got... And now that you've already guessed, I can talk openly. So...
I know, it's like classic Ravenclaw. Like, oh, I know
like,
this.
Boom. Nice.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Voldemort's judging me.
My initial thought is 7, because 7... I remember 7 Horcruxes, 7 books. But then the word intentionally, I'm like, I know he didn't intend to make Harry one. So now I'm trying to retrace my steps. So we've got... the 3 founders items. We've got the cup, we've got the locket, we've got the diadem. We have his diary. We have Nagini. There was a ring, I think. And the problem is, I don't remember if that's all of them or not. Diary, and I said his diary already. So I'm going to say 6, and that Harry was the unintentional 7th one. And I was right. Yay!
Yeah.
What did you guess?
I guessed 7, and I thought Harry was the 8th. I'm still winning.
Oh, wait. I have 3 versus 3.
Oh, I must have forgot to give you a point then.
Okay.
We're still tied. Who taught Harry and his class the unforgivable curses? Ooh, this is a tricky one. I'm going to... Okay.
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Me too. I know. I'm like, okay, this is one where I know the answer, but depending on what the quiz writer was thinking, I'm like, well, are they going to be like, who do the students think it was? But
right.
No.
Yeah, because he was under the Polyjuice Potion. Barty Crouch Jr. was posing as Mad-Eye Moody.
Mm-hmm.
Who was the rightful owner of the Elder Wand before Harry? Ooh, I know this one too.
All right. Okay, so Dumbledore had it.
Mm-hmm.
Snape got it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it was Snape. Ugh! Why? Because
Draco disarms him.
Okay, I forgot that.
Draco disarms Dumbledore. Then Snape kills Dumbledore. But because...
Oh, but Dumbledore... So Draco disarmed him. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, since Draco beat him, that's...
All right.
That's why it says... Mm-hmm.
I feel like I just watched the Super Carlin's Brother video where they talked about this, so...
Probably. They have a really cool series going on now where it's...
Dumbledore's plan.
Dumbledore's plan.
Yeah.
That's a really interesting one. It's
All
fun.
right.
How much Felix Felicis does Ron take at the end of Half-Blood Prince? What?
I got it wrong.
Me too.
Because I thought that was when Harry pretended to give him some.
Right.
So you agree then?
Yeah.
Half-Blood Prince is the one where he was trying to be lucky on the broom and to try out for the team and all that
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
The only time it was ever really used was when Harry used it to
Right.
get information out of Slughorn, right? So I think
Yeah.
that's wrong.
I'm Googling this. Harry later pretended to add a small amount to Ron Weasley's drink at breakfast before a Quidditch game so that Ron would feel more confident about his abilities.
Yeah.
So he
yours
had
is wrong.
none.
So I gave us both a point, so we're 5 and 5, right?
Which of these characters was not first mentioned by name in the Philosopher's Stone? Darn it. I had it narrowed down to 2 and it gets wrong.
All right, I got it right. Who were you thinking?
Daedalus Diggle.
Yeah,
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who he is either, but I think he's one of those characters that was probably mentioned during like the party scenes or something like that.
Right. Well, I knew Arabella Figg is Mrs. Figg.
Right, but my question
they
was like they never named her Arabella Figg in this movie because
Oh.
I remember the whole to-do was at the end of number 4 when he said, "Get Arabella Figg," and everyone was like, "Is it the same Mrs. Figg?"
Sirius Black, I think, would probably trip up quite a few people, but he is mentioned at the beginning when Hagrid drops Harry off as a baby on the doorstep. He has Sirius Black's mic. Yep. So I knew it was that. So I had it down to 2, and I guessed wrong. How many brothers does Ron have? Did you get it right?
I did you?
Yeah.
All right, so we both got 7, it looks like.
Yep.
Allegedly. I don't know that you did, but
I'll find out.
if you
Actually,
did.
this just says I have 6 out of 10, so I think you won. I don't know where. I gave myself an
view
extra
results.
point.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Of
7.
And I have... That says 6 out of... Oh, you know why? Because we both gave ourselves that point.
Oh, right. We both gave ourselves a bonus point. Because we're right.
Yeah. Well, that was a lot of fun. We'll probably definitely do some more of these. So
yeah, there's a ton of them on Wizarding World. Wizardingworld.com/quiz.
All right, wonderful. Well, until then, thank you so much for watching.
And that's a stack. When it's your only drop.